Right then, this is the cheap adventure to Tallinn in Estonia. Now I'm going to do this video a bit different to my usual adventures, as I'm actually going to show the lifts in the order I filmed them. So, starting off at the airport along to the airport lift, which is Nerona. Now, as the trams to the airport were not running because the track was being replaced, I decided to walk to the nearest shopping centre, and en route I stop off at an airport car park, which is an old industrial building that's been converted into a car park, which is an interesting use of an old building. Looking inside, you can see the interior is a modern concrete interior, so it's just the brickwork of the shell of the building that's been kept. The lift is an NMX 07. Now, on the top floor of the car park, there's nothing special to see, it just looks like a car park. But if you go down the floor, you can see the top of the brickwork floor building, so the inner car park extends above the building. Then if we look over here, you can see the triangle of the brickwork, which is where the loft of the building used to be. So then, now go along to the first shopping centre, which is Ülemiste. And already I find some puke on the floor. Yummy! Let's now explore the shopping centre. A new shopping centre looks really nice. In fact, Tallinn has got loads of shopping centres, and considering the population is only 450,000 people, which is not really that big of a city, yet it's got so many really nice shopping centres, it really shows that Tallinn is more prosperous than the UK. The lifts in this shopping centre are Cone MX-20 Eco discs in the NMX era. And along to the next lift. And in this shopping centre, there's another form of transport to get between floors. Because if you're going downwards, instead of taking a lift or escalator, you could also take the slide. It's a form of transport. Rather than use the lift, you use the slide. Whee! Not the fastest slide I've ever done. Actually, it's quite a slow slide. And the next lifts are mechanically the same as the others, but it's got the older style interior, normally associated with the base models. So then, now I go to the next shopping centre, which is the T1 Centre. And there actually is a Ferris wheel on the rooftop. Now, as Tallinn's got so many shopping centres, and pretty much throughout the whole of Europe, actual physical shopping in shops is in decline because the internet's a lot cheaper. This shopping centre's done the sensible thing of being more of an experience centre. Half of it seems to be actual shopping, and half of it just seems to be various entertainment stuff. As well as the usual cinemas, there's actually loads of shop units, just think various random activities in them. One of them just seems to be a fairly open space with lots of buttons to press. Another one is a chess centre where you can go in and play chess. And most interesting of all is the Ferris wheel on the rooftop. That's the ultimate thing to put on the roof of a shopping centre. England needs to do this. That's what you need, creativity, make places interesting. As for the lifts in this centre, the lifts are really nice. There are some glass MX20 eco discs and they're pretty speedy for a shopping centre. This is nice for a shopping centre lift. Everything's pre-dooring so far. All set up nice. What the fuck? That's an FX20 with a yellow wheel. There's an MX20, yeah. That confused me so much. I've never seen it before. Well, it's a nice feature. This shopping centre's nice. This shopping centre has a lot of activities that aren't actually shops. On the third floor is like a chess room. You've got various sports and stuff. Jiu-jitsu, dance. That's going to be how things are in the future more, having more activities than actual shopping, because shopping's on decline. Let's go there. So then, let's now go along to Thamesmead, Estonia edition. So it's kind of similar to Thamesmead because you've got like a lake bit with towers around the outside, but not actually that many towers, and it looks a lot nicer than Thamesmead. So I was being unfair calling it Thamesmead Estonia edition. It's far, far nicer. Even though these are Soviet buildings, in Estonia they've maintained them a lot better than many other former Soviet countries. Some of them still have the original lifts. So let's go and ride the Soviet classics. Hold 9 and stop. Oh, reversal, dodgy. So, if we take a look at a random street scene of this bus stop, just look how Soviet this looks. You've got a big wide road, so the bus never gets stuck in traffic, giving the bus route a kind of a slight express feel. It also looks like it could have once had trolley bus wires here. Also at this bus stop, there are shops, because every Soviet bus stop has at least one shop, making the bus stop kind of feel like a mini train station. Now, with all of the negatives of the Soviet Union, one thing that they did which was right is how they did the housing estates like this, with the very public transport bus route focused to them and the wide spaces. So, let's now take a look inside a Soviet tower block. fire fail. Can't get out there. Can't get out here. Soviet lift there, and the Soviet goods lift there. Fucking hell, I don't trust Soviet lifts that much. The only way out of this little area is the Soviet lift. Fucking hell, that's an entrapment risk. There's multiple calls on this. Cancels them. Weird. Oh, this is a fucking fire fan. Yep, can't get out of there. Can't get out of there. No, Soviet lift, come back. It's gone. Soviet lift, please come back. I don't like being trapped in this little area. Don't break down, because I know that's what you do a lot of the time. I'm trapped in the Soviet tower block. Imagine being in Ukraine in a situation like this where you're trapped in one of the blocks and Russia bombs it when you're trapped in this position. Oh, I don't even want to think of that. Oh, how do you call that thing? I want that one, that looks fun. Remember it's called on the outside but not inside. That's a very bizarre logic. Ah, I've got the goods lift now. Here's the Soviet goods lift. Oh, that's nice. Fuck, that wobbles. There's a pressure plate. Pressure plate in the car. Fucking hell. Soviet goods lift time. Look at 16. These ones are better maintained. They don't sound as loud. Well, how do you open this? What's the bell? Stop. 1. How do you open that second bit of the door? Shall I try the dread stop button? Fuck. And now to the next shopping centre, which is the Kristiine Center. And it's got some older style cone eco discs. The secret floor thing. So it should change to 2 straight away as soon as it starts moving. So that's what LC does. It stays at 1. So that is a secret floor called 1. So you've got floor 1 with 2 1 buttons. The secret floor also called 1 just to be confusing for floor 2. So just realised how it works. Put in your card, then you open it, but it doesn't let you open it without putting your card in. So it locks. Then when you take something, the weight sensor on each one, so it knows what you've taken and then charges you. So let's now take a look at what I had to eat. And I went along to Hesburger, which is pretty much a clone of McDonald's. And they should come to England. It'd be good to increase the competition a bit, because I do feel like McDonald's does have a bit of a monopoly in England. And now along to Stockmann, which have got some Otis lifts, which one of them has been modernised by Cone. First to the original one. Fucking locked. That's unusual for us. And now to the modded one. This is Otis, this is mod. 1 or 2 ones. I haven't seen quite that bad before. And now I go along to Swissôtel. This is a very posh hotel, which has got some nice Ecodisc MX-18s. Speedy! So what is so special about 24? That's what I want to find out. Locked. I don't know. There's some service floor saying. And now I go along to Radisson Blu, which has got some classic cone TMS lifts. Diamond! Oh, the diamond's locked. Oh, the diamond! Oh, I showed it's 13 rather than diamond. 13 phobia's gone crazy here. It's not the 13th floor, it's the diamond floor. I'm giving it a special name. That's unusual. Normally I use 13 for like service area or something. So it's one thing to have 13 phobia, but it's a complete other thing to have the phobia to not call it 13, but then call it like the poshest floor in the building. That makes no sense. And now I go to the hospital. And now I go to the next shopping centre, which is the Salme Center, which sounds like it should be a shopping centre where you can go and buy buses, but sadly not. The first lift in the shopping centre is in a glass shop, but the lift is not glass, for fuck's sake. No, it's not glass. Second set of doors is a bit blocked up. And the rollers are completely fucked, so that's not going to open. The second lift is glass, but on this one the top floor is locked off. Let's walk up the spiral staircase to see what is on the locked off floors. No idea where spiral goes. That's the locked off floor of the stair. And the spiral doesn't go there, spiral keeps going up, so we'll find out where it goes. Spiral literally doesn't stop at that locked floor. Was this meant to be a rooftop, but rooftop shut off? Oh no, 5's rooftop. How do you get 5? So in Tallinn I stayed in a hostel, and this is the place where I stayed. This was located in Tallinn Old Town, which would be a good location for someone who's actually interested in the Old Town, which I am not. I find the whole touristy thing a bit stupid because you see these big tour groups where they're all following someone holding up a number who's babbling some shit about the area. It just seems a bit silly. Actually, you know what? I should become a tour guide. Here is the Old Town. And here is the town square. And as we can see, all the buildings are really small and not very interesting. And over here is a pigeon. And over here is a creepy mannequin. And over here is another creepy figure. And here is the viewpoint, which is not even high. And here is a bronze sculpture that every single tourist has to take a picture with for some reason. And you see the bronze on its nose is really smooth, where every single tourist has to rub its nose. Don't ask me why. And over here, there is a lift, which is completely, utterly fucked. So how did I do at being a tour guide? Actually, you know what? Should we just go back to riding lifts? Along to an office building for some glass cone MX-10 bracket 16s. And now go to an original eco disc. This is in mint condition. Considering how these often look a bit rough now, it's 2000, completely original one. Fucking hell, that jolted. Fucking hell. Stop button on it. Fucking hell, it jolts so much when it starts. Like, I know I normally do, but that's excessive even for an eco. Of a big cabinet. So didn't have repeater boards in these days, so you have the whole logic of a main LC CPU in the cabinet. So now to an office building, which has got some MX-18s with the older EcoDisc fixtures. This must have been a very early MX-18, literally built right after when the MX-18 came out. So these are some very early MX-18s. That must have been brand new design when this came out. Like, these date back to 1996. But wow, I didn't realise there's a glass of... Oh, that is a view of the crane. Fuck, that is close to the building. Hey, what shall we do today? Let's crash the crane into the building, spin it around, bang. Oh dear, that's all the windows broke. It was touching, fucking hell! I think, oh, so close to touching, fuck! Oh, the ventilation's different over here! What the fuck? I think you have to sway a bit and this bangs into the other crane! That is fucking close. Oh, it's this swayed, almost hit it. Oh, I don't like the look of that. So close to hitting the other crane.
extender if you want it ready to take it down or extend it further. You see that's looking a bit rough. Design where it's got the cab actually in the structure rather than off to the side. Yeah, that red one's pre-VF drive. I don't think it's VF in that cabinet, I think it's just relay. So that is old, that's 80s crane.
And now along to this shopping centre, which has got a Finland style early cone eco disc with buttons you'd expect to find on TMS. However, on the inside the buttons have been replaced.
Oh, I got this one this time. That sounds terrible. And see, that's the first gen eco disc motor, the one that's got sort of the older style clunk to it. That's been changed. It's got scrolling. So this is not normal. This is something interesting. This is like the changeover period from when TMS became eco discs and LC going 96 and 97. See that motor sound? That's a very early motor sound. They've changed this panel sadly. But this, if that was original and they had TMS fixtures with an eco disc, that would have been very interesting. Yeah, you can hear that clunk then, that was definitely the first gen. But that released. Look, that's released. And the slams, that's not normal for LC logic. It was some sort of early LC or something. That's got the first gen motor on it. Yeah, 1997. There we go, there's the lift. And right above it, someone's bedroom, so you can literally be sleeping right above the eco disc motor. Oh, no gun, no knife. Well, that's most of the London chubs kept out, but 1, 3 and 4. And directly above 4 there's someone's bedroom. Imagine having your bedroom literally above the eco disc motor. Changeover period, that's an later LC logic, so levelling slightly slower. When the first gen levels much quicker. But that had the original motor, has the first gen motor you do by its loud clunk. It's got the later logic, because the old logic had a big cabinet. It's got the early motor. Hey everyone, you want to use the fire exit? What's it? Well, I guess it's the former Soviet country, so former Soviet fire regulations.
And now to my ultimate shopping centre. A shopping centre with a chainmail lift shaft, which lets all the sound through. So everyone in the shopping centre can get a clear sound of the Kone MX-20.
3D mapping, so you're here. You can feel where to go. Oh, there's a lift there, and I already decided that video's already an eco disc. So that's not a glass lift shaft, it's a chainmail lift shaft. It's great for hitting eco disc sounds through the whole shopping centre. Re-leveling. There you go, chainmail lift shaft, perfect for hearing eco disc sounds. MX-20.